iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome in here tonight, race fans, to the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. The track may no longer exist in the real world as they have started to tear it down. But the greatest thing about the iRacing.com simulator is we have had it scanned, and we can always race on here virtually at Myrtle Beach. Tonight, these drivers are going to have to battle with, well, one another. The Whalen Modified, the tour cars are out there onto the speedway. They're going to have to watch out for those turtles down in turns 1 and 2, and they'll have to battle that inside wall down in 3 and 4. 17, 18, 19 of these drivers have logged in here tonight to do the battle here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. We'd like to welcome you all here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. My name is Roger Muth to bring you all the racing action here tonight for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series here for Red Light Racing. This is one of those points-paying races that everybody every season circles on the calendar. Well, why do they circle it on the calendar? Well, that's because it's one of the most historic tracks in the southeastern Pennsylvania. Or southeastern, as I'm from southeastern Pennsylvania, southeastern South Carolina. So, tonight, these drivers, when they come in and they look at the point standings, they got the South Carolina boy of Blade Timmons at the top of the point standings. Timmons comes in with a 21-point race lead over Dalton Williamson, and Rob Higgins, who's sitting third. He's not feeling so well right now. That's Rob Higgins. But he is sitting third in the championship standings. He is just 47 points out. Then there's Max Terrell. He is tied for 47 points there with Higgins, tied for third. Brian Bianchi's back there. He rounds out the top 5 currently here. Point standings, though, when you do take a look at it, they, inside the top 10, they all have a shot here. Just 65 points separating first through 10th right now. So these drivers have a good night here tonight, and they can look to have themselves into a good points night. We're just about ready to go 100 laps here tonight for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series here with Red Light Racing. Race fans, we welcome you here. We hope you enjoy tonight's show because it is time to set the starting lineup here. This is how they will look here for our starting lineup. Starting on the front row, driving car number 1 out of Tampa, Florida, driving the Rev Esports entry. This is the 2-time SK Modified champion of Dalton Williamson. Starting his outside, driving the number 54 NC. This is the wily veteran of Rex Hoyle. It's the Storm from the north. He drives car number 42. Max Terrett will roll from Pete number 3. Starting into the 4th spot, this will be car number 2 of Michael Trevarthen. Sean Single driving car number 11 out of Ayer, Massachusetts. We'll start back there into the 5th position. And the South Carolina boy raced here at Myrtle Beach. This will be car number 23 of Blake Timmons. Back into the 7th spot of the Higgins Hill Racing Checkered Flag Auto Supply number 40. That's Rob Higgins. And how about it? Mr. Confusion, A.J. Hamill, back in competition racing action here with Red Light Racing. He'll start into the 8th spot. Driving car number 14, Massachusetts, out of, well, Massachusetts. It's car number 14, the Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe of Brian Bianchi. Back there, starting in 10th, out of Virginia, driving car number 99. This is Mark Jenkins. Back into the 11th spot, out of the racing school, driving car number 8. This is Dan the Storm Butler. And back into the 12th spot, he is the hipster of the group, driving car number 73. This is Philly Edwards. Back into the 13th spot on the grid here tonight, hailing out of Canada, driving the Platinum RV and Services, BK Paints Rev Esports, number 45 of Tim Williams. Brandon Feeney out of Ontario, Canada, driving the Liquid Molly K1 Graphics, number 38, Beefy Motorsports entry. He'll go 14th. That's Brandon Feeney. It's the Granny Hips Walkers and Kane entry, number 13 of Joshua Buckley. He'll go 15th, while Aiden Alvecchione, driving car number 271 out of South Carolina, will go 16th, 17th on the grid. Driver out of Central Pennsylvania, driving car number 57. This is Rob Keller. And the Checkered Flag Auto Supply number 30 of Bob Higgins will round down our field. He will start back into the 18th actual starting grid. That is starting spot. That is your starting grid, brought to us by Checkered Flag Auto Supply, your auto parts store in Ayer, Massachusetts, that has everything you need to keep your car on the streets. So there you see him. It will come down to the number 1 of Dalton Williamson. The youngster versus a veteran here on the front row tonight. 100 laps is the distance for these drivers. Race fans, we hope you're ready. We hope you got your soda pop, and we hope you brought some popcorn. This one's going to be good. Let's see which one of these drivers are going to be able to keep themselves out of the turtles in turn number 1. Everybody able to make it through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking pretty good. It looks like the youngster, Dalton Williamson, will take lap number 1 here tonight. So Dalton takes lap 1, but one driver sideways. That's the number 2. They're going to go 3 wide. One driver into the inside wall. That'll be the caution flag that we see here tonight after 1 lap. Did get 1 lap green, and it is the 40 of Rob Higgins. That has gone around. It looks like he had a little bit of help, though. We'll have to take a look back. They were 3 wide towards the front. I think that came from a bump there. I saw the 2 of Michael Trevarthen get off the inside groove down in turn number 1. And then I think a big chain reaction took a couple more of these drivers right along with them. Let's take a look. Let's watch Rob Higgins, though. It's going to come out in front on the left side of the screen. There you see the 23 of Blade Timmons into the back of the number 2 of Michael Trevarthen. The 99 of Jenkins and the 40 of Higgins. They were already side by side. As there you see the Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe entry. The 14 of Bianchi also down there. Right on board with the number 40 of Higgins. There was just nowhere Higgins or Jenkins was going to go on that one. Watch the entry here. You saw the 54 get a little loose, and right there's the contact. So that'll be the first caution flag of the evening out here tonight. Handful of cars down there. Handful of cars already on pit road. Rob Higgins down on pit road here tonight. Not where he wanted to start his evening. Wasn't feeling very good already tonight. And now what winds up down on pit road. It will put Brian Bianchi also down onto pit road. Both drivers trying to service their machines. They are not out of this race by any means. Still a very long way to go. There's the front row, though. Driving car number 1. That'll be Dalton Williamson. Down there on that inside, the all black. It's actually green, black, and chrome with the lights here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. Play a little tricks on you. So the restart will look like this. Driving car number 1 of Dalton Williamson will be your pole setter here tonight, who did lead lap number 1 before the caution flag coming out. He will restart P number 1. This outside, it'll still be the Colony Tire and Service Center number 54, North Carolina of Rex Hoyle. He'll start to the outside, while Max Terrill down to the bottom side. That'll be the 11 of Sean Single, A.J. Hamill, then the number 23 of Blade Timmons. Back into the restart zone they come. Everybody has to wait for the green flag to fly. See it in the flagman's hand. Green flag is up, and we are racing once again. Another great start by the youngster down the back straightaway. The battle, though, for second now. Here comes Rex Hoyle. He is on the outside, but here comes the storm from the north. He'll blow in. He'll have second at the line, but another great run down the front straightaway there for the number 54 NC. Looks like that was the 23 of Blade Timmons and the 11 of Sean Single. They got into just a little bit of a shoving match down the back, or down the front straightaway last time through. Down to the inside comes A.J. Hamill. He's going to get a little loose in the Arts Barbershop number 18. Orca Coolers entry, still trying to drive and wheel and deal that machine. He was all sorts of out of shape. Now Blade Timmons going to try and sail it to the outside of car number 18 of A.J. Hamill. Will he be able to do it? At the line, it will be the number 23 taking the spot. There is Mark Jenkins back there. There you see the 99, the driver out of Richmond, Virginia. Out front, though, it has been all Dalton Williamson, the youngster, the two-time SK Modified champion. Had a career best finish on Monday night 2 weeks ago, and now he's really trying to back it up here. 10 laps already in the books. They've all been led by car number 1 of Dalton Williamson. All drivers are back out onto the speedway. There you see car number 40. That's the orange and black checkered flag auto supply number 40, driven by Rob Higgins. He is currently down 1 lap to the race leaders here tonight. He's sitting back into the 18th position. He is the only driver that is 1 lap down. The only driver actually a lap down altogether. So he is right now hoping and praying to get a caution flag that he is not involved in. Keller, the driver out of Pennsylvania. There you see him on the screen. The driver out of Central Pennsylvania right now, currently driving car number 57 into the 13th position. He's picked up 4 spots since we went green flag racing here tonight. Keller in his rookie campaign here on Thursday evenings. And a driver that was in his rookie campaign last season, in the last season of the SK Modified Series, there is the driver of the 271 of Aiden Alvecchione. He has started in the 16th spot, and Aiden has not made any headway here tonight. He's still sitting there, currently into that 16th position. The driver out of Charleston, South Carolina, says he really enjoys going to his local short track down there in South Carolina. He says $15 gets you through the gates for a night of racing action. Loves to head to the races, and well, right now he's out here on iRacing doing his best imitation of making left-hand turns, sitting into the 16th position currently. Everybody, single file, they got the zipper effect down around the bottom side of the speedway. Philly Edwards is the closest into a battle, and that's with the 57 of Rob Keller. Right out in front of them, that's going to be the number 13 of Joshua Buckley and the car number 45 of Tim Williams. There you see the hipster, Philly Edwards, going to have to work the outside of the speedway. There you see Edwards in car number 73. Keller not able to quite make the bottom side work, and look at Brian Bianchi. He's back here. Talk about a driver that had such a big high the other week. So excited, and well, he blew my phone up all week long. Of course, Brian Bianchi, driving that Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe entry, sitting 5th in the championship standings after his 3rd place finish. One driver up into that outside wall there. I believe that was car number 57. It was Rob Keller. So Keller going to scrape the outside wall with the right-hand side of his machine. You don't want to hit the outside wall too hard here with these open wheel modifieds, because you hit that right front up against the outside wall, it's going to build some camber, it's going to build the tire pressure, and that car is going to get slicker than my bald head on a sunny day in the middle of summer. Talking about slick, though, he's out front, but he's got to worry, because take a look at our checkered flag auto supply onboard camera with the race leader of Dalton Williamson. Take a look back there. There you see Max Terrill, Blade Timmons. See Rex Hoyle opening up the door. That's going to open up the door. Here comes A.J. Hamill. He is battling back. You see the Arts Barbershop, number 18. He's been away racing on Thursday nights, and now his other series has come to an end, and he has come back here to Red Light Racing. It's always good to see that. Arts Barbershop, number 18, NYVT, Mr. Confusion, as we like to call A.J. Hamill. It's always a good running joke back and forth between us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network and A.J. out there. So we're glad to see him back here on Thursday night with Red Light Racing. Of course, only, 3 more races after tonight left in the season, but he at least made the season. So this is actually his first Tour Modified race ever. So we'll see where he will end up at the end of the evening. Max Tarrant, though, has been reeling in your race leader. Of course, Blade Timmons actually ran quicker last time by than everybody else out on the speedway. We'll take a look this time because it'll be 24 laps officially completed. About a quarter of the way into this one. Next time by at the line, that time by, it was actually Rex Hoyle who was the fastest car. A 17.96 second lap for the driver out of North Carolina. Philly Edwards just lost a spot to Brian Bianchi, and now he's going to look to lose a spot here to Rob Keller. One driver into the outside wall, that time out of turn 4. That was car number 13, Joshua Buckley, the Granny Hips, Walkers, and Canes entry. The double hooked number 13 there, Joshua Buckley. Tim Williams very close that time off turn 4. Maybe just a little scrape of the right rear Nerf bar on car number 45 of Williams. Of course, Tim Williams also having himself a couple good finishes here with this Tour Modified this season. Maybe it's just, a little more to his driving style. Currently sitting back into the 11th position, just outside the top 10. Would like to get around the Granny Hips, Walkers, and Kane, number 13. As there you see Bianchi right on the back Nerf bar is a car number 45. Talking about on the Nerf bar, they are coming. Knock, knock. Race leader Dalton Williamson. You have the storm from the north. And the driver out of South Carolina. He would like to win here at his home track on iRacing. That's that 23 of Blade Timmons. Timmons comes into the night, remember, with a 21-point lead over Dalton Williamson, his teammate. Both drivers out of that Rev Esports group. There you see Dalton. He's picked up, remember, I keep alluding to those 2 SK Modified Championships. But nobody has a Tour Modified Championship just yet. There you see that NVIDIA BK Paints Rev Esports Platinum RV and Services number 1. Still can call him the champ, but his teammate Blade Timmons would really like to be able to have himself crowned the top of the point standings at the end of the season. But man, he's got Rex Hoyle all over the back end of him. Rex Hoyle, of course, having a really strong finish the other week. 6th place when we were at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. And he had jumped up into the top 10 of the point standings. 9 spots, one of the biggest movers after the last time we've seen these Tour Modifieds out onto the Speedway. Race leaders out of 4. They're running down 1 car currently, and that car is car number 40. That is Rob Higgins. Let's take a look. How far back are they? Right on board. Some blocking going on. 1 driver going around, I do believe. Yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. No, a big pile. Philly Edwards. Big contact. Dan Butler. That's Rob Keller. Aiden Alvecchione has come to a complete stop on the back straightaway. There you see him rolling away also. Tim Williams involved. Dan Butler is involved. So this will be the second caution flag of the evening. Second caution flag flying here on lap number 35 tonight here at the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway. And this is what our cameras caught. Down into turn number 1. Dan Butler is going to lose it on entry. He's going to hit the turtles. The car spins around, and he's just stopped dead in the middle of the track. There you see, I believe that was number 45 of Tim Williams. There you saw Philly Edwards come in there. Let's see if we can ride on board. with Tim Williams. This is what he saw from his point of view. Wasn't expecting the aid of Dan Butler to be there, but Butler was spun around, bouncing off the inside wall. Nowhere for him to go. This is on board the Philly Edwards entry. Off the gas, tried to go up to the outside, had a little help, up and over goes that tumbled modified. Check out this shot. This is Aiden Alvecchione in car number 271, right off the front Nerf bar. Put one of our fancy GoPros on there, and he just went to the outside and stopped. Wanted no part of what was going on out in front of him. So the caution lights coming on here all around the Myrtle Beach Speedway. A lot of drivers involved in that one. We're waiting to see how the timing and scoring is all going to jumble out here. But while we have a second, we got to thank all the race fans that are tuning in out there tonight, watching all 18 of these modifieds drive around the speedway here, racing side by side, bumping and Nerf banging and all sorts of fun. If you like racing action here from the iRacing.com platform, well, you don't have to look any further, because we have it all from short track racing here with Red Light Racing all the way up to the big high banks, the Daytona International Speedway of road courses, making those right-hand corners crazy, isn't it? We have it all right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and show the Red Light Racing family that you enjoy what they have going on here tonight for these modified drivers. It'll be back to the restart zone here. It'll be 39 laps officially completed. It'll be Dalton Williamson, Max Terriot, Blade Timmons, Rex Hoyle, Brian Bianchi, Joshua Buckley when they come back here into the restart zone. Aiden Alvecchione back in 7th. Feeney, Hamill, and Bob Higgins. Great start by Dalton Williamson. Not so much, though, for the number 2. As, I say it, and then here he comes. Finds another gear. Max Terriot battling back onto the outside. Who's going to lead this lap, though? It will be the number 1. Williamson at the line by the bumper. Max Terriot, though, not going away. Look at the battle down the back straightaway for the race lead as the 42 sails it off into turn number 3. Do they find something on the outside? At the line, new race leader. It's the driver out of Canada, Max Terriot. Terriot was able to lead at the line, but a better run down in turn number 1 as, Williamson going to slide up in front there. Coming up, says Dalton Williamson. He'll now take back over the race lead. So another lead change. Dalton Williamson back to the point here. Max Terriot going to hang it out of 4. This is just the battle inside the top 3 for the top spot right now. It'll be Dalton Williamson, though, scooting away. That'll be Blade Timmons now down to the inside on car number 42. So the outside lane now starting to falter there for car number 42 of Max Terriot. Will he be able to get back down to the bottom side? He will. Blade Timmons will take the spot. Now Max Terriot back down to the bottom side. Look how close he gets. About maybe call it about, I don't know, not even 2 foot from the back bars there in car number 23. So it'll be Williamson, Timmons, Terriot, Hoyle, Bianchi, Buckley, Hamill, and Aiden Alvecchione back into the 8th spot. Mark Jenkins is 9th, and Michael Trevarthen rallying back up after he came to pit road. He is sitting there currently in the 10th position. One driver came to pit road, and he has picked up a ton of spots here. That's car number 14, Massachusetts, Colony Tire and Service Center. Tuxedos by Ted, Culpeper's Bakery and Cafe, number 14, Massachusetts, Brian Bianchi, putting those fresh rubbers to use here tonight. Look at the 18 of A.J. Hamill. He'll also go down to the bottom. He came to pit road, lap number 35, so he actually has the freshest tires out of all the drivers that are inside the top 10. Bianchi came down to lap number 4. He was involved in that first wreck, so he elected to come to pit road there. Check out the damage, and they had declared it. Well, 2 tires on car number 14 for Ryan Bianchi back on lap 4. Everybody else just came down into that last caution flag onto lap number 35. Another one of those drivers that came down under lap 35 yellow flag was going to be the 99 of Mark Jenkins. He's just inside the top 10, sitting in the 9th spot as now he'll look to the inside here on 8, and Vecchione down into turn number 1. Vecchione's going to give him the inside lane because he knows he's got the fresher tires. There's Michael Trevarthen now starting to stick the nose of that BK Paints Rev Esports entry. There you see car number 2, Michael Trevarthen, the driver out of Florida. So now you see Vecchione being bumped back into the 10th spot as that was Jenkins and Michael Trevarthen getting around him. Leader, though, still out front. Car number 1, the Rev Esports driver. Dalton Williamson leading the way. He's got company, though. Team car back there. That's the number 23, Blade Timmons. They're sitting 1 and 2 in the points championship. They're just inverted here tonight. Currently, anything can happen still at Myrtle Beach. That time by, it was the halfway marker. Dalton Williamson was your race leader at the halfway point. Driver making a move here. A.J. Hamill, the driver out of Vermont. Trying to get around the neighbor there. Out of Massachusetts, that's Brian Bianchi currently losing the spot. Currently, that's for the 5th spot. As A.J. Hamill will take P number 5, and he is on the hunt. Hungry like a wolf in his return back to the series. Mark Jenkins into the outside wall with car number 99. He'll slam it into the inside wall. Let's see if he can keep it rolling. That car is going to be all knocked out of shape. He was into the outside wall. Michael Trevarthen also getting a little piece of that. Jenkins now going to roll down the bottom side of the speedway. He will stay out, though. He does not come to pit road. 99 and Jenkins, you can see that car is crab walking down as it comes past our cameras here on the front straightaway. That car is very, very hurt here. He is running 14th now. We'll see how long he can hold on to that 99 and stay out. We are over the halfway point home here tonight. There's the battle for the race lead. It is 4 cars because Rex Hoyle has now caught back up to this lead group. But the fastest car in the speedway by about 0.3 of a second. A.J. Hamill is coming, and he has a lot of laps. Got to be mindful, though. Don't want to run the good off these tires of these modifieds, because once you run the good off it, man, these Hoosiers are slick as a button. Last time by, it was just a 1/10 of a second quicker for A.J. Hamill, but he is starting to really reel them in. As I take a look at the scoring, the tires are either starting to even out or A.J. starting to just ease up just a little bit. Was it just under a 1/10 of a second faster that time than your top 4 drivers? Yeah, you can hear A.J. very, very slow to get back into the throttle out of turn number 4. Maybe just saving his stuff. He knows he's the fastest car of the speedway. It's the little engine that could as the caution lights are going to come on. Caution lights on. Uh-oh, we have a turtle. We have a turtle, and his name is Brandon Feeney. I believe there's a couple other cars that may be involved in this yellow flag with the caution coming out here. With 59 laps officially in the books here tonight, so the 3rd caution flag of the evening comes out. And what happened to the 38 of Brandon Feeney? Feeney got tight, got to push off the corner. And he decided he wanted to throw some sparks all around the speedway. Right on board with Brandon Feeney. This camera is going to be trashed. Yep, there goes our camera. Our lovely camera gone, and oh, look, it actually reappeared. So that'll be the 3rd caution flag of the night, and this driver has still yet to come to pit road. Those Rev Esports drivers, Dalton Williamson, Blade Timmons, and actually add even Rex Hoyle in there. So those drivers didn't come to pit road. Then it'll be A.J. Hamill, Michael Trevarthen, and Sean Single. They came down to lap number 35, so they got a couple laps on their tires. It's been a little while since they've been to pit road, and man, it's been quiet all night for the driver out of Ayer, Massachusetts. Sean Single did start in the 5th spot here tonight, but he's just been very, very quiet. And I heard the rumors, and they are rumors through the garage area. You know how that works. If you're one of those guys that head out to the weekly short track, well, there's rumors that even float around the iRacing.com platform, and that is that Sean Single is no longer single. I don't know how that happened either. I don't know. I can see everybody looking at it right now at their screens going, did he just say Sean Single isn't single? Yes, I did. We're just going to leave it at that. I mean, that's Sean Single. One driver coming back down to pit road. That's car number 42, Max Terrell. He came down pit road last time by, and I believe they put right side tires on car number 42. Now it looks like they're going to put left side tires on, and they're going to send him out and put him on kill mode. He is going to go for the gusto here tonight. That's driver car number 42. There you see him, the all-black number 42, the MK Medic entry. Should be getting the signal this time by to double them up. It'll be Dalton Williamson, Blade Timmons, Rex Hoyle, A.J. Hamill. Well, who do you say, race fans? We have under 40 laps to go. Who do you have here tonight being able to park it in victory lane after the 100 laps here at the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway? Let's hear it. Who thinks it's going to be the number 1 of Dalton Williamson? He will get credited with the most laps led. Who thinks that Rex Hoyle, the wily veteran, maybe the hometown boy of Blade Timmons, will get this one done? Or maybe the new tires on the outside of row number 2 will get it done. Maybe somebody that we're not even calling. Green flag back in the air. Green flag in the air, and oh boy, a little rubbing, a little contact. They're going to send Timmons up the speedway in turn number 1 and 2. They made a little contact, a little more contact there. Timmons this time going to drive it off into 3. He's going to hit the back bars of car number 1. As that'll be the battle for the race lead, but it will be number 1 of Dalton Williamson leading that last time by. A.J. Hamill, Rex Hoyle, that are still side by side down the back straightaway. Remember, Hamill has the fresher tires, but can he make the outside lane work here? Little tight, both drivers sideways that time off turn number 4. Hoyle still holding the bottom side. Look at them as they run neck and neck down the back straightaway. A.J. Hamill trying to drive it off into turn number 3 on the outside. There, more Nerf bar contact. At the line, it was A.J. Hamill for 3rd, but Hamill not able to get into turn number 1. Let's see if he can get down the back straightaway. Still Williamson. This time, Williamson starting to open up the gap over that second place machine of Timmons at the line. Give it to A.J. Hamill again, but he has not been able to clear and set sail. Now, here comes Hoyle back down to the bottom side, but A.J.'s able to gas it up on the exit of turn number 2. This time, that Arts Barber shop number 18. Let's see what kind of run he gets off turn number 4. He'll put it into the fence line. This time by, it'll be under 30 laps to go here tonight. 30 laps to go. Your top 2 are checking out, almost a second ahead of your 3rd and 4th place runner. A.J. Hamill now starting to fade. Here comes the number 2, Michael Trevarth, and there's Sean Single right behind them. Single looking to see who's going to take the spot. A.J. Hamill looks like he might be able to get back down in line as he thought about it, but there comes the number 2 of Trevarthen. He's going to fill the hole once again. So Trevarthen now to the inside of A.J. Hamill. What does Hamill have to do to get back down to the bottom side? Now he clears. Can he get down there? He does. He'll insert himself now into 4th. How much of the good tires, though, did he use on car number 18 with that battle? Max Terrell starting to make his way back up through the field. Restarted just outside the top 10. Now he's going for the 8th spot. He'll motor right around the outside. Foot down, gotta go. See you later. Here comes Max Terrell. He'll get around the 14 of Bianchi, but now he'll have to battle with Sean Single, then Michael Trevarthen. Still plenty of laps. Battle for the race lead. This time down into 1. Timmons drove it in real deep on the outside there, but the number 1, they're going to bang bars. Dalton Williamson going to be the race leader. Now, here comes the 23. He'll jet down to the inside. He laid the bars to car number 1 of Dalton Williamson. Williamson into the outside wall. He'll put it up on 2 wheels. Williamson into the outside wall, puts it on 2 wheels, and I believe we have some cars going around on the front straightaway. Caution lights on. Caution lights on the speedway. The two teammates of Timmons and Williamson getting together. And then I believe there's another two cars back there. That'll be the 30 of Bob Higgins. His car all tore up. He's trying to get that one refired. So with 25 laps to go, the caution lights are on for the fourth time all around the speedway. We're going to have to really back this one up here and actually take a look. Here's the pass for the race lead. There you see the 23 give the bump to the number 1. Dalton Williamson's going to be able to come back. That was just one of the times. Then Williamson laid the bars to the number 23, got right back around him. So the tempers were hot here, and you see both drivers really laying into each other with those Nerf bars. A little more contact there from the 1 into the 23's Nerf bars. And this is where it all goes wrong. Contact into the back there of the 1, and then Williamson tried to gas it up, and he'll wind up into the fence line, and then something happening behind them. Alvecchione and the 30 there, you see, of Bob Higgins, are the ones that are actually going to bring the caution lights out here. Let's watch. Aiden Alvecchione, I believe, him and Higgins were battling back here right for the 13th position. Oh, Higgins lets off the gas, and Alvecchione didn't know that he was going to check up. No brake lights in these modifieds. On board here, and yep, the closing rate when you don't know they're going to stop. Alvecchione's motor is going to go up in smoke also here. So we're see the timing and scoring here is updating for us. And there it is. It'll be Blade Timmons, Rex Hoyle, AJ Hamill, your top 3. Should be about 20 laps to go when we do get this one refired off here tonight. So Timmons, Hoyle, Hamill, Trevarthen, Terrill with those fresh tires. Remember, he'll restart back into the 5th spot, so that'll be a good starting spot for car number 42. Then it will be Sean Single, Brian Bianchi, Joshua Buckley, Rob Keller, Rob Higgins, your top 10. Looks like Bob Higgins and Aiden Alvecchione, their night will come to an end here. They will be scored. Alvecchione back in 13th. Higgins will be 14th. Mark Jenkins is back there in 15th. Dan Butler is 16th. Tim Williams is 17th. And Philly Edwards is 18th. Another driver that's down on pit road, that's car number 1 of Dalton Williamson. Looks like he may have called this one a night. I don't see his crew down there at the pit stall no more. So with 20 laps to go, the 4th caution flag will wrap up. Here we come. 20 laps of modified competition. Great start there by Timmons. A.J. Hamill trying to follow him right through the hole down on the bottom side that he opened up. And it does look like that Arts Barbershop entry will be able to take second. But look at Hoyle. He actually battles back. We've seen the outside lane work for a handful of laps here on these restarts. At the line, it'll be Timmons, Hoyle, Hamill. Not for long, though. That inside lane down in turn number 1. Very good that time for A.J. Hamill. Just got to be able to clear him. At the line, here they come. Maybe a little hip check there. Rex Hoyle got to save it. As they storm down the back straightaway, it'll be Timmons, Hamill, Terrill, Trevarthen, Hoyle, your top 5. Timmons has opened himself up a nice little 3/4 of a second gap over A.J. Hamill currently. Max Terrill trying to really get the speed as he diamond off the corner that time of turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Look at him really close in on the back of that Arts Barbershop entry. Remember, Max has the fresher tires here. About 30 lap difference in tires between the top drivers. Timmons hasn't pitted. 35 laps later, A.J. Hamill came to pit road. Then, well, 30 laps later, Max Terrill came to pit road. 15 more circuits around the half-mile speedway. Timmons almost now a full second gap over A.J. Hamill. Hamill now into defensive mode, trying to hold off the 42. Looks like Max Terrell at that time got a great run out of turn number 4. He'll be able to pull to the quarter panel there on the number 18, but will he be able to put the power down? Not quite able to do it that time off turn number 2, so A.J. Hamill going to hold off the advances of car number 42 of Max Terrell. Now he's going to open up about a half a car length maybe gap. There's Michael Trevarthen. We have not seen him back inside the top 5 since early in this race. Now he is coming. He has actually pitted back on lap number 35, and then Rex Hoyle has not come to pit road. There you see him holding into that 5th spot, trying to get around Michael Trevarthen that time down the back straightaway. Trevarthen, though, going to slam the door shut on him. Then it's the 11 of Sean Single. Brian Bianchi back there in 7th. Josh Buckley is 8th. Rob Keller is currently sitting in 9th. And Rob Higgins, who has kind of stayed out here and battled the elements tonight, he's there sitting in the 10th spot. His car down on power, but he's still a little engine that good. 11 to go. 11 laps to go. Contact around, gonna go. Max Terrell. As that was little Nerf bar contact from the 2 of Michael Trevarthen. That will spin car number 42 out. That'll be the 5th caution flag of the evening, with 10 laps to go. So Max going to pull her down pit road, as it looks like he is just going to go and jump right out of car number 42. So with 10 laps to go, you guys wanted a shootout, race fans? You're going to get it here tonight at Myrtle Beach. First, take the look. Take the look at the 42 there. Right there, just a little bumper hook, that Nerf bar. That's actually going to be the 54, North Carolina. Rex Hoyle into the back of the 2 afterwards when Trevarthen lifted off the accelerator. Good shot here, riding on board with Max Terrell. Got turned around, kept his foot in it, so that car would be able to turn around and not slide back up into line. Oh, look at Brian Bianchi. He slid right into the back of Rex Hoyle, and he turned it around. Dan Butler, I believe, or actually that's Rob Keller, that did come to a complete stop also. So, with under 10 laps to go, will Blade Timmons be able to hold off with not taking tires here tonight? He has made his bet. He is not coming to pit road at this point, race fans. Blade Timmons will live and die on those tires that he has put, well, on that car from the start of this evening. It'll be 93 laps officially here on those tires for Blade Timmons. At the end of this one, it will be 100 laps on those Hoosier Racing tires. One car right now currently behind the iRacing.com pace car. That is the 14 Massachusetts of Brian Bianchi. There you see him. Driver out of Massachusetts supporting that Colony Tire and Service Center. Tuxedos by Ted. I believe they have the Billy the Kid power plants underneath those machines. See if he can. It does look like he will be right here when they come to get the one lap before green. He'll be able to come back around the iRacing.com official pace car, so he'll be back onto the lead lap. He's still on the lead lap. Currently 10 drivers still on that lead lap marker, and Brandon Feeney is that 10th and final car on the lead lap. There you see Brandon Feeney. Actually being told that is incorrect. Feeney was a lap, he got a lap back, and now he's sitting just one lap down. So Brandon Feeney in that Liquid Molly K1 graphics entry just one lap down. But it'll be a restart with 5 laps to go. Rumble at the beach is on. Timmons, Hamill, Trevarthen, Hoyle, Single, Buckley, Higgins, Keller, Bianchi, and Feeney. Your top 10 here. 5 to go. Put it on the board. Let's drop the hammer here at Myrtle Beach. It's shootout time. Great start for Timmons. I think maybe Michael Trevarthen missed a shift there in car number 2. He'll miss a shift, and it'll stack him up and allow A.J. Hamill to get to the bottom line. They all go single file. 4 laps to go. One driver up out of the groove. That's car number 57 of Rob Keller. Keller up out of the groove there, allowing car number 40 of Higgins to get down there. Remember, Higgins is down on power. Storming down the back straightaway, plenty of power between the pipes of car number 23. Timmons will come this time. He'll see 3 to go here tonight. Three laps to go for Blade Timmons. Does anybody have anything left for him? Arts Barbershop number 18 of Mr. Confusion back there, about a half a second back. About 5 car lengths is the gap here with the popsicle sticks up. Widen them up, throw them down. 2 laps to go here tonight. A.J. Hamill is not clear and gone, though. He's going to have to worry about Michael Trevarthen, as this time by Blade Timmons will see the white flag presented by Culpepper's Bakery Cafe. Final trip around the speedway. Timmons doing everything he has to here tonight. There's car number 23. He'll come down into turns 3 and 4 for the final time, and out of turn number 4, he will win in his home state. Timmons, your winner here at Myrtle Beach. It'll be Timmons, it'll be Hamill, Trevarthen, Single, Hoyle, your top 5. Josh Buckley coming across in 6th. How about Rob Keller in 7th? Brian B. Yankee back there in the 8th position. Higgins getting the attaboy here tonight. He'll finish 9th. Feeney in 10th. The rest of your field there on the left-hand side of your screen. But Blade Timmons will do the donuts here tonight. The burnouts, the donuts. It'll be the 4th time he's picked up a win. The 7th top 5, the 7th top 10 of the season. He'll leave here tonight as the winner of this one. So as he burns the tires off the back of this modified, we'll take a quick break here from Myrtle Beach. We'll be back with your post-race interviews with your top 3.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway here tonight for the Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modified Series presented by Red Light Racing. 100 laps here virtually done at the Myrtle Beach Speedway, and it's the driver out of South Carolina that's able to go to victory lane. He has held off A.J. Hamill and Michael Trevarthen here tonight. Let's head down trackside and hear from your top 3 here tonight after an exciting race at Myrtle Beach. Let's talk to your race winner, though. How about it, Blade? We talked to you last week, and you said you wanted to put it in victory lane here tonight, and you backed up what you said. You take card number 23 to the top here. You didn't lead the most laps, but you led the last one, and that's what counted.
Yeah, man, that was a very hard-fought race, and I mean, I'm not sure what happened to Dalton there, but we were racing extremely hard there for that win. That win was huge. I hate he got took out like that, or got tied, hit the wall. I'm not sure. I didn't think I got into him in the middle of the corner there, but I know we were exchanging licks back and forth there for that for the lead. But it was a hard-fought one, and I'm daggum tired.
You're tired, and it's only Thursday. You still got to work tomorrow there, young man. But tell us about how much it means to win here at the virtual Myrtle Beach Speedway, a track that you are very familiar with down in South Carolina.
Man, it's definitely always fun to win here. This is a great track to race at. It's challenging. It's hard to pass. It's hard to get the run off the corner if you fall on somebody's back bumper. But man, I hate they destroyed it, and I wish we did still race here. But it's always a pleasure to win this racetrack, and I enjoy racing it virtually.
Well, tonight you pick up your 4th win of the season. You will tie Dalton Williamson with the most wins of the season. You two drivers have been duking it out as it is coming down to just you two drivers in the points championship. Of course, with him having some problems here tonight and finishing way deep into the field, that 21-point lead that you did have coming into the night with just 3 races left. Are we going to be able to maybe add a little bit more next week at Hickory and maybe wrap this up before we go out to sunny California at Irwindale?
Next 2 tracks, I like Hickory, but I'm not I ain't raced there enough to probably say I'm fast there. So I'm hoping just for a top 5 out of that, and Irwindale is definitely not my track. So I got challenges ahead of me for these next 2 weeks.
Well, we know you get a lot of practice over the week with your whole group, and we know that's exactly where you're already ready to go. So we're going to roll this red carpet out for you here tonight. Blade picking up your 4th win. Who do you got to thank for parking car number 23 back into victory lane?
Oh man, I'd like to thank Josh first and foremost for putting on a league. Man, he runs an awesome league. Coming out here every Thursday night, enjoying it with these fellas. Man, like they BK Paints. Hella paint jobs, man. He does a great job. He works with you, does anything you need for you, and it doesn't matter if minor changes, man. He's on it. Platinum RV, Oconee setup shop, makes great setups. So if y'all need some setups, go over there and get them. And then one more person, not thank, but apologies, Mike. I don't know what happened to us on the front stretch there, bud. But you checked up. I tried to miss you there, but so I apologize for that. We just got him back on our cars lately.
Well, there you hear it from your winner tonight out of Florence, South Carolina. He'll pick up the big win here tonight at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. His 4th win of the season, Blade Timmons, goes to victory lane. Sitting back into the 2nd spot, and man, what a comeback it is, the Mr. Confusion Motorsports Racing, Inc. LLC with Empire Racing. Jeez, I don't have that long to read that. AJ, well, welcome back to Red Light, AJ, and welcome to the Tour Modifieds. It looks like you're picking up right where you left off in the fall.
Yeah, this is fun. I should do this more often.
What, run good?
Yeah, finish. Finish is good.
Well, walk us through your night here.
Yeah, it wasn't winter fast. This is my first race in this car, so it's like the old car, but it's not. You know, it's got more power and a little more jumping around to get used to. And I was just thinking, hang on, get a top 5, and it was cool to hang on to those guys. At the front before the lap 40-ish yellow. So I figured I'm not here for points. Let's take rights and see what happens. And it didn't really do much, because by the time I got to him, I wore him back out. But I wasn't winning fast. Blade had the winning car. He and Dalton certainly had the speed. Rex was there. I feel bad. I bumped him out of the way. Certainly never want to bump Rex out of the way. But not bad. I'll take it. We'll come back next week.
Next week, you talk about next week after a great run here at Myrtle Beach, though. Hickory, you were just there a couple weeks ago with a super late model. How do you feel? How do you feel? Confident?
Well, I think I completed 13 laps in that one, but that was my fault for being slow. So let's hope I'm better in this car than I was in that one. But I think I learned that I need to put some work in, so I guess we'll be doing that between now and next Thursday.
Well, I heard there's this great thing called a test session that you can do to try out, the setup. And
I better check into that.
Yeah, it's brand new. It just came out just right before we came live here tonight. So, I mean, check it out. You can find it on the Beta UI or the website. Try that out after this one here tonight. But, AJ, good to see you back. Good to see you back on the podium here tonight as you picked up 6 spots to finish 2nd. Who do you got to thank in your return to Red Light Racing?
Let's thank Josh for letting me come back and play. And Josh and his admins, whoever voted yes, I'll thank them. Ours Barbershop, Orca Coolers, Orca, anything that has Orca in it. We'll just thank all of them. I'm a lone wolf of Wolfpack of 1 tonight, so can't thank the teammates at all. They didn't want to play. And I guess we'll thank you for being here. Every
Well,
night, every Thursday, you're out here sweating blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah, no, they don't give me off here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
Nope.
They just like to book me solid. So, AJ, thanks for coming out here tonight. Congratulations on another podium run here. That's AJ Hamill, the Mr. Confusion entry. He doesn't know if he's from New York, Vermont, but he knows that Art's Barbershop's on the side of that car. He'll go P number 2 after 100 laps here tonight. And the man who had to come, well, back up through the field. What a night it is here tonight, Michael Trevarthen. We get to see you on the podium once again. But talk about your night. It was up, it was down, and back to the front of up.
Yeah, a bit of a rough night. A little rough and tumble there at the beginning. And then hated I got into Max there. Looked like he was diming in the corner. I was rolling the bottom. For the last 5 to 10 laps, he was scooting away from me when he was doing that. And I guess that last time right there, looks like I had a run on him. And when he dove to the bottom, it looks like I scooped him. So I think there again, second week in a row with Max. Got to apologize. But yeah, bit of a rough night. Looks like for all Rev Esports drivers, except for Blade.
You talk about a rough night for you, though. Early it was rough. You got into it with the 23 of Timmins. How hard was it to work your way back through the field? Because these modifieds look like they were a handful here tonight.
Yeah, they were a handful. A little bit loose on fresh tires and on cold tires, and just really hard to pass. Really hard to get back up there. Just had to be methodical, and by the time you got up there, the race was over. So, damage done.
Damage done, but you had a good points night to rebound yourself here. That'll get you some points in the bank. You talk about a wore-out surface here and eating the tires. What are the expectations? Because here in the next couple of weeks, 2 out of the 3 races that we have left in this season, wore-out track surfaces at Hickory and Stafford. Irwindale, probably one of those tracks that, well, it's sunny California. Does anything wear out there?
Well, I mean, you want to try to keep a little bit of tire on it, but these big modified tires, man, I mean, they still got pretty good bit of rubber even after 100 laps. So obviously you don't want to melt the right front. You want to, try to take care of it the best you can. But yeah, these rough tracks, man, it's enjoyable with the tour type.
Definitely enjoyable to watch from up here virtually in the booth also. But before we let you get ready, I believe there's some NASCAR on there tonight. You might be able to go catch a little bit of that. But who makes this all possible back home in Florida and all around the country to put this beautiful number 2 on the Speedway?
Definitely a big shout out to BK Paints, Platinum RV, McConey Setup Shops, Rev Esports, you up in the booth. Love watching the broadcast there. Roger, Josh, Rob, the admins there at Red Light do a great job, and give a shout out to the family.
There you hear it. Your driver that will finish 3rd here tonight, rounding down the podium. He drives car number 2. That was Michael Trevarthen. Congratulations to him and all the drivers here tonight. 100 laps officially in the book. Blade Timmins picks up his 4th win of the season. He'll extend that points championship lead. AJ Hamill will finish in 2nd on his return back to the series. He picked up 6 spots. And Michael Trevarthen, who had to go from the front to the back to the front here tonight, he rounds down the podium. Sitting back into the 4th spot was Sean Single. Rex Hoyle was the 5th position driver. How about Josh Buckley, the best finish of his season so far, picking up 10 spots. He was 6th. And the biggest mover of the race, Rob Keller, the driver out of Pennsylvania, driving car number 57, will finish in the 7th position. 10 spots gained for him. Brian Bianchi was 8th, and the Attaboy Award once again going to Rob Higgins for sticking it out here tonight. He finishes in the 9th spot, and 10th was Brandon Feeney. So that's your rundown here tonight after 100 laps. Race fans, it's been a great race here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway, but we get to go to another historic track just next week with these modifieds. We will head to the Hickory Motors Speedway for the first time ever in the Tour Modified Series history here with Checkered Flag Auto Supply Modifieds, and we will bring you all the racing action just 1 week from now. So until we see you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we will see you in Turn 3.